Hello everyone and welcome to the hands-on demo on AWS Cost Explorer. So in this demo, we will create a Cost Explorer report that shows AWS service cost for last 3 months grouped by AWS service. Then we will create a Cost Explorer report that shows EC2 service cost for last 3 months grouped by EC2 instance type. And finally, create a Cost Explorer report that shows AWS service cost for last 3 months grouped by usage type. So first thing, you can log into AWS console and search for Cost Explorer. So I'll copy the string and I have logged into AWS console home and search for Cost Explorer. So you will see Cost Explorer is a feature of billing and cost management. So if you just click on Cost Explorer, you will be taken to the Cost Explorer console and it comes under billing and cost management. So it's one of the menu item. So I'll just close this. So you will notice this is the default view. So what I will do, I'll just showcase. So this is you can select the date range. So by default, it will pick up from last 6 months. So if I click last 3 months and apply, this view gets changed. So it is showing me the total cost of last 3 months and the granularity is per monthly basis. So this is how it looks like. So here last 3 months, August, September, October, and the total I spent is this much, and average was per month was $4.46 and total 32 services which I have used. And this is stacked bar, so you can change the view. So this is like a bar chart. So you can see August, and this is color coded which service I have used. So EC2 instance, second by some taxes, and Route 53 for example was more in October month. So I can so if you just hover over, it can show you the detailed cost. So here it's okay. So this one is showing Elastic Container Service I used maximum in September, and what was the cost for September, October, and August, last 3 months. And you can have the also the line chart, stacked bar, and the bar chart. So then if you just go down, you will see the total for all 3 months, and you can have the detailed breakdown. So the total cost August, September, October. So this is the total, and this is the monthly basis. And under that, it will give you from the highest usage service to the lowest. So highest was for this month this much, this service. So this was the total, and then finally it's a monthly breakdown. Then Route 53 was used this much, and so on and so forth. And these are all the 32 services which I have used. And dimension is service. So this is based on the service, but you can change the dimension. So it can be based on the region or any other like usage type. So it will give you the what was the usage type. So Amazon EKS hours per cluster. And I'll go back to service because I'll be creating some custom reports. And finally, you have all this applied filters. So by default, it's like none is applied. And this is the additional data settings. It is showing forecasted values and blended cost. So aggregate cost by unblended. But I'll be showing that why we should choose amortized cost for most real world use cases. Okay, anyway, now I will be creating the first Cost Explorer report. So here by default there are no reports. So this is the default new cost and usage report. If you click here, there are no recent reports. And now we will create our first report. So next is I talked about this amortized cost. So for all the report, so I'll create the first report actually. So for this, I will take the last 3 months and I will call it monthly granularity and based on the service. So I have already changed the view. So date range. So last 3 months monthly granularity and service. And I will remove this and I will just click amortized cost. And this is the amortized cost. So just to talk about what is amortized cost. So it is recommended for most users, and think of this like a yearly gym membership spread into monthly payments. So for example, if you pay $365 upfront for a year, instead of showing $365 on day 1, it shows as $1 per day. This makes it easier for track and budget your spending. most businesses use this method. So this is based on my real world experience. We most of the time we use amortized cost, and this is perfect for understanding your true daily or monthly cost. So why use? Because it's easier to understand your daily cost, better for budgeting and planning, no confusing spikes in cost reports, and most commonly used in real companies. So other cost types for reference is unblended cost, shows charges on the exact day that they happen, like seeing $365 on day 1. Blended cost, which are average cost across all your AWS accounts, and net cost, final cost after all discounts like coupons are applied. Think of it this like this. If you bought a $12 streaming service for a year upfront, it will show as $144. So unblended would show $144 on day 1. Amortized would show $12 each month, which is easier to understand. So I'll just make it amortized. And then finally, this my view I have already set. So I'll just call it monthly service cost for last 3 months. So I come here and I will save to report library and paste the name of the report. Click on save report. So after this, if you just click here, you will see the that particular report. So these all your recent reports will be here, and so the data so you can just change the view, but report will be same. So this is our first report, and similarly we will create one more report called EC2 service cost for last 3 months and grouped by instance type. So same thing, and 3 months and this, but I will change the instance type. So this will look something like this. So date range last 3 months, and here only instance type. So no other changes. I have just modified. Now I will save as a new report. So what you can see is you can track which EC2 instances you are using. So most of the time, a lot of companies they are heavily into EC2 usage. So this is how you can track your EC2 usage and which instance types are being used. And if you go down, you can see the how much it was spent, for example. So this is the only for EC2 instance. Even the total cost is coming, like for example here $11, but no instance type. Maybe it is other than EC2 service. So other cost it will just show below, and no amortized cost. So I will save as a new report and provide the name. So just call it EC2 service cost for last 3 months grouped by instance type, and paste the name, save report. And lastly, I will create one more service, which is service cost for last 3 months grouped by usage type. So in this case, I am saying again same thing, but dimension I am saying usage type. So here, if you go up, instance type, choose usage type, and you will be shown how the machine is being used. So this is just follow this legends. So for example, this was used for Amazon EKS hours. So this this was used during the Amazon EKS cluster, because even in EC2 it may not show it is being used by which service. So this will show by the Amazon EKS hour, and for example some box usage, and RDS will also use EC2, and some other services like public IPv4 and load balancer usage. Then some other types of, for example, I have actually ran the Kafka cluster also, so that used T3 small. So under which service it got used. So this is how you can see that kind of separation as well. So this, under that you can see like which all services were used under which was part. Those services are using EC2, and you can just go down and you can see more. So a lot of these are $0. That's why it's not coming up in this particular graph. So if I click here, I can see more information, and I will again. So I have 2 reports now. Save as a new report and provide the name and copy the name and save report. So I have created those 3 reports, and those will be visible. So I can just switch. So I'm at this view, I can just switch from here to any other, and this way you can create as many reports as you want. You can change the granularity like hourly, daily, monthly, and the dimension. I have talked about, so you can, based on, if you are a big company, you can segregate by regions if you are operating in multiple regions, and usage type, and based on the resource also. So this will enable 14 days of usage, but I don't want that. And you can have cost category. So based on the labels and all, you can segregate. So this is by tag. So tag is same as label. So you can, so if you have multiple resources and services, we usually tag like production, dev, QA and all. So we can find the cost based on the tags as well. And the API operation. So this will show what kind of run instances, and so you can see create DB instances, load balancing, all those things, and move, and based on the availability zone and platform. So platform is just like which operating system, so no platform or Unix. But if you have Windows or Mac OS workloads, you can still see that segregation. Then purchase option, this will be applicable for big companies. So most of us will use only on demand. So we are not seeing like reserved instances or savings plans. Otherwise they will also show up here. And the tenancy. So we are just no tenancy because we are using shared services, and database engine, billing entity. So billing entity is also only one, but if you have multiple partners and all, you can have those segregation. And the charge type, so it's just usage and tax. So there are only two types, and that's all. So if I just say none, it will just show only the cost. So that's all. Thanks for watching.